Hey, volunteers. My name's Cole Forrest. I'm the middle school director here at Calvary, and I just want to be the first one to say thank you so much for your willingness to serve this Saturday at our 100-year celebration. It's going to be a great time for us to gather and remember all that God has done and look forward to what God will do with Calvary. And so, this is an important role that you guys play in volunteering and serving people that will come and others of us who will be there to celebrate what God has done. And so, I'm excited for this Saturday that we're going to get to have the opportunity to look back and see, man, how big our God is and what He desires to do here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And so, what I want to do with you guys at this time, and I was going to give you a brief overview of what everybody needs to know, and then go position by position on what you need to know. If you're a greeter, if you're a games overseer, if you're a food cleanup person, if you're a general cleanup person, we'll kind of want to break those down. And so, first, man, for all of us, what we need to know is that there's going to be a volunteer tent for us to be able to check in at and get lanyards at so people can identify us wherever we may be here on campus serving. And so what we want to ask you guys to do is look for that volunteer tent. It should say volunteer on it. It'll be an opportunity for you guys to come and check in, grab a lanyard, and then right beside that tent is going to be our medical tent. The tent is very, very important, and that's important because if there is an injury that we need to tend to here on campus, it doesn't require going to the hospital. Man, we want to get people to that medical tent. So, what you need to be aware of is where is that medical tent? It's going to be right beside the volunteer tent. And then, what is it used for, man? If we need to get people over there to see a nurse, we'll have nurses on site, and so hopefully we don't have to use that medical tent. But in the off case that we do, man, it's there, and you know where it is and how to get people there. And so that's a big, big deal. Safety is a big deal during this thing, and so we look forward to really just being able to show people, man, we have thought about every scenario for you and your family. So that's a good way that we can do that is through being able to tend through their medical needs. So now what I want to do is just kind of briefly go through the positions that we've got that you guys have signed up for so graciously and so willingly. And that we are so excited about. So number one, we've got the greeters. You greeters, man, y'all are the hosts and the hostesses of this event. Y'all are the first face they're going to see. One of the things that I know to be true is that the sermon starts in the parking lot, which means that, man, if we put our best foot forward and we allow people to see that we care for them and we're thankful that they're there, and they feel at home, they feel welcomed. So that's what you guys are put to the task of doing is making people feel welcomed and at home here at Calvary on Saturday. And so a way to do that is to not sit behind a table, but to be out in front of the table, greeting them, shaking their hand, saying hey, having a big smile on your face. That's a great way to make people feel welcomed. And so with that, you also have one more task that we're asking you guys to do, and that's to write name tags. See, a lot of times people don't want to write their own name on a tag, and so what we want to do is encourage you guys to ask people's names as they come in and write their name down. Even if it's just their first name, just write that name down and hand it back to them. That way they can put it on, and we can be able to say, hey, this is who you are, and we're so thankful that you're here. And so there'll be people that have been here a long time ago that people that I would have no idea who they are, and so that name tag will be valuable for us to know, hey, this is who this person is as we begin conversations with them. And so thank you so much, greeters. We're excited for that. The next thing we've got is the game overseers. So for the game overseers, what you need to know is that you're not going to have to play the games. You're not going to have to try to put rules into place or anything like that. Basically, what you're there to do is make sure that they're safe. And so you want to be there and kind of look around and make sure that the games are going well, but make sure that the kids aren't putting themselves in danger in any way. Um, Making sure that they're not throwing the ball at each other and trying to hurt each other or anything like that. But these games are going to be really simple. So we'll have easy games for you guys to oversee, games that you've probably played before, and then as well we'll have the playground. And so you have plenty of area to be around, to check on, to engage with kids, engage with students. This is a great opportunity for our church to really show how multi-generational we are and to love on each generation. So one big ask of you guys is that you won't leave your post until the next person for the next time slot comes. That's primarily just because that's a safety thing. We want to make sure kids are always being able to be looked over and people to watch them to make sure that they're being safe. And so that's the one big ask for you guys as games overseers, that you guys would wait until the next person comes and taps you out so you can go back to the volunteer tent and enjoy the rest of the evening. And so the next position that we've got is the food cleanup team. Basically, what we're looking for you guys is that as people finish eating, if you would take their food trays from them, take their cups if they're done, and just throw those away for them. And so, and then with that as well, if you would wipe down tables We'll have gloves and we'll have those wipes for you available that way you can kind of stay clean yourself as you clean up the messes of other people. Because we know that there are messy eaters out there. Uh, Me included in that. Okay. But the last and certainly not the least is our general cleanup team. And what y'all are going to basically do is y'all are going to have gloves. We're going to have those provided for you, and you're going to be able to walk around our entire site right there where we're going to be at in on the yard or in the grass on the concrete and just pick up loose trash. It's bound to happen where name tag things will fall or napkins will fall or forks will fall. Whatever it may be. And so our ask of you guys is that you would just pick up that trash and throw it away to make sure our facility looks clean as people come in. Don't want to have a messy facility when people come to visit or to come back and to see all that God's done. And so, and that kind of wraps up our volunteer training. I hope that you guys are encouraged. I hope that you feel equipped to do what we're asking you to do. We are so excited as a team to see what God is going to do and how He's going to show off even this weekend as we proclaim the gospel and all that God has done. It's in Jesus is who we find our hope. And so we are excited to share that with other people this weekend. And so look forward to seeing you this weekend. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Other than that, we'll see you on Saturday.